Hi folks, welcome back to Metabox Tutorials. Today, I'll show you how to migrate existing data when switching from separate clonable fields to a group field without losing any information. In many real-world projects, you might start with simple clonable fields because they're quick and easy to set up. Take a Meet the Team section as an example. At first, you might only store member names using a clonable field that works perfectly when the requirements are simple. But later, when you need to add avatars, job titles, or more details for each person, using a group field becomes a much better solution because it keeps related information structured together. So what happens if you switch from clonable fields to a group field? Now, let me show you how this situation happens in practice. Here, I'm using a simple clonable field to store speaker names. Everything works fine at this stage. And the speaker names are stored correctly. However, if you simply switch from a clonable field to a group field, even though this still contains a subfield for the speaker name and we want to reuse the old speaker data in that subfield, the existing data will no longer appear in the editor. Don't worry, it's still in the database. See how we can bring the data back properly. We recommend using Metabox all-in-one to have the framework and all Metabox extensions. We need to use MB custom post type to create a custom post type since we're applying custom fields to it. However, you don't have to use a custom post type, you can apply the fields to any location you prefer. MB Builder to create custom fields for event information visually. And MB Group allows you to organize custom fields into user-friendly groups. As mentioned earlier, for this case, I'll create a custom post type for events. You could also use pages or another post type if you prefer. Now go to Metabox, Post Types to create a custom post type. Next, still in the Metabox screen, create a new field group for event information. I'll create a field to store speaker names. Don't forget to make it clonable so you can add multiple speakers. Once done, move to the Settings tab and set the location as Post Type. Choose Events to ensure that the custom fields appear only for event posts. Now, open an event post. You'll see the clonable field displayed under the post editor. You can now fill in details right here, and especially, you can enter as many speakers as you want. Please pay attention to this data, because we'll compare it in the next step. In real-world scenarios, you may need to group related information to create a better structure. Instead of storing only the speaker name, I also want to add another piece of information, for example, an avatar. So now, go back to the field editor and change the standalone clonable field to a group field. Then, add subfields you need. The most important subfield is the one that stores the speaker name, because we'll migrate the data from the old clonable field into this new group structure. And also add a field to store the speaker's avatar. In the old post editor, you'll see that the group field appears correctly. However, the speaker names we previously entered are no longer displayed. But again, the data is still in the database. So instead of re-entering everything manually, we'll reconnect the data using a small piece of code. Go to the theme file editor and add the following code. First, I create a hook that runs when entering the WordPress admin area. This means the code only runs in the admin dashboard, not on the front end. Next, we check whether the migration has already been executed. If the option event speaker migrated exists, it means the migration already ran before, so we stop the process to prevent it from running again. Then we query the event posts. Here, we retrieve up to 100 posts of the event post type, and only those that have the meta key as speaker, because that was the field ID of the original clonable field. Next, we loop through each post. We get the old data. This returns the entire array stored by the old clonable field. After that, we check whether the data is empty or already in group format. Here, we convert the old array of strings into an array of structured objects that match the group field format. We update the post meta and overwrite the old structure. After processing all posts, we save a small option in the WordPress database to mark that the migration is complete. This ensures the migration won't run again the next time you enter the admin area. That's all for the code. You can find the full code on GitHub. After confirming everything works correctly, make sure to remove the code to avoid unexpected problems later. Refresh the post editor. You'll see that the speaker names are back, this time inside the new group structure. From here, you can safely add avatars or any additional subfields without losing your existing data. If you also need to migrate data when changing field IDs, we have a dedicated tutorial for that. You can check it out to learn how to update field IDs without losing existing values. That's the end of today's tutorial. If you want to try more tips, please watch other tutorials on this channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye!